Danny Segura for MMAJunkie.com. I'm here with Clay Collar. Clay, we're here at the semifinals of the PFL Playoffs 2021. How are you feeling? Obviously, it's been a bit of a journey, right? 3 fights in about 4 months. At this point in the season, how do you feel physically and mentally heading into this fight?
Physically, I mean, we couldn't be better, fighting back to back to back like that. You don't really have time to get out of shape. You just get in better shape as the fights go on. So physically, we're in the best shape of my entire life. Mentally, we're coming off you know, two wins. I don't really have any worries going into the tournament. I'm excited. I'm confident. I feel like I'm prepared, and I feel like I got a great matchup coming up. So I'm just excited, feeling good, man.
And have you been enjoying this tournament style? Obviously, in MMA, PFL's been making big waves because of it. How has this process been like? Because I'm sure it sort of changes your lifestyle as well, because you're just not there sitting waiting for a call. Like, you got to be ready year round, basically.
Yeah, honestly, knowing when you're gonna fight, where you're gonna fight, lined up throughout the entire year, it kind of you kind of get more focused, and you plan out the year based off the fights, where as in you're fighting for other organizations or for many organizations. You never know if you're going to fight in a month, 2 months, 3 months, in a week. You can take fights on short notice. So having the structure and having the dates lined out and just knowing I got something coming up, it definitely puts a little more focus and a little more you stay a little more I guess you stay a little more cautious, and you tote the line a little more.
Yeah, for sure. And thoughts on your opponent, Raush Manfio? Have you got time to study him? And he's coming off a win over Pettis, a big one. What'd you think of that victory?
um Yeah, he squeaked by. Got a win over Pettis. He squeaked by. Got a win over Luderbach. Um, he's tough. He's explosive. I think he is gonna try to stay on the feet with me a little bit, and I think that's gonna be a bad idea for him. Um, yeah, he's a good opponent, and it has the potential to be a very exciting fight, and that's what I'm most excited for. I like brawling, so I'm looking forward to that brawl.
Yeah, for sure, and I'm sure the fans as well. And are you surprised Pettis didn't make it into the playoffs? He obviously entered with a lot of momentum, given his name. You kind of took some of that off, and it kind of just went downhill for him as far as the 2021 season.
Um, if he didn't match up with me at the very beginning of the season, um, I think we're seeing him in the tournament. Um, I came in. I was a bad matchup for him, and I think I kind of took the fight out of him a little bit. Um, even later on in the tournament against Manfio. So, he doesn't match up with me that first round. Who knows? Maybe he's here, but he matched up with me that first round, and you could have hit me with a train, man. I wasn't losing that fight. So.
Do you enjoy that? I mean, nothing personal against Pettis, but I mean, he entered with a big name, already saying he was going to be the favorite to win the tournament, and you kind of put a stop to that. Do you kind of enjoy that role? Like, hey, look, there's also great fighters over here. Like, you're not just going to walk over us.
Yeah, I think at the time before the Pettis fight, I was like the biggest underdog in the whole entire tournament to win the thing. Um, and just kind of letting everybody know what's up. Like, I'm here, and I ain't going nowhere. I'm here to stay. I'm here to win. That's what means the most to me. The statement I made. Yeah, the PFL has the best fighters in the world. every one of us, I think we could go to toe to toe with any other organization in the business, you know. So, yeah, it's nice to let everybody know what's up.
Yeah, for sure. And are you still signed with Top Rank?
So we were doing fight by fight deals there.
Okay.
You know, right now, I signed with the PFL back in 2019. You know, there was the pandemic and everything going on with this whole virus, so I had to sit out an entire year. PFL was kind enough to let me box that year, you know, and so, you know, I might go back to boxing, but right now my focus is this tournament in PFL, and I do plan on sticking around with the PFL. You know, I plan on winning that belt and holding on to it for a few years. So, you know, I might go back to boxing later. Who knows, man?
Yeah. Do you enjoy boxing more than MMA?
No.
MMA is your number one.
Yeah, man, I'm just so limited. You know, every single guy I boxed, I probably could have beaten about 30 seconds if they played my game, you know? And so I'm going over there and I'm playing their game, and I'm taking away a lot of the tools and a lot of the things that make me a great fighter. But I'm still hanging with the top guys in boxing as well. So if any of those dudes want to come over and play my game, you know, let's go.
Yeah. No takedowns or what?
We could do takedown. No, if they want to come play some MMA, you can't take that away, bro. It's a fight, man. So, yeah, if they, man, even kickboxing, I think I beat them all up, man. Like they're just they're one trick ponies, man. They got the hands, and so do I. I can hang with them, but if they come over into my world, it's game over. Period. So.
Yeah. And just a quick question on this, because I feel like you have a really good perspective in the sense that you have experience in boxing, you have experience in MMA. Often MMA pay gets bashed a lot, you know, and then compared to the boxing, you've been in both. Here for $1 million in this tournament. How would you compare the two? And is there much of a big difference between boxing and MMA?
I mean, you got to think of it like this, man. Boxing's been around for how much longer? Boxing has that much more time to have built up money to pay their fighters. Boxing has that many more fans that have stuck around over the many, many years that it's been around before mixed martial arts. So, I mean, yeah, the top guys are making more money. That's just because they've been around longer. I think eventually, you know, MMA should and will catch up. I'm doing all right either way. So.
Yeah. Last question. Can you smell the $1 million? I mean, you're 2 fights away, man.
Man, we got 2 fights. We got to stay focused. We got to take it a fight at a time. I've just been plugging away at this, man, fight by fight, day by day, you know, and so we can almost smell it. You know, once it's in the bank account, man, that you know, we're not gonna count our chickens before they hatch. So.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Clay. Well, best of luck, man. Appreciate your time. Thank you.